called Mr. Bradfield. She said she began her community service. I want to know why only places look like they need community service or something are these churches. I need people to do some other community service outside of the churches, but that doesn't have anything to do with you all. I need to talk to probation. She owes $210. She still has to complete the highway safety. She still got to do everything. Ms. Stevenson.
Which is what the court told her to do, that the court told Ms. Dixon that she was facing incarceration if she did not work with Mr. Bradfield to get this probation back on track. I don't have anything to say about the positive alcohol test, unfortunately, Your Honor, but with regard to being in touch with Mr. Bradfield and getting started on everything, I think she's done that, which I believe demonstrates to this, I would suggest, demonstrates to this court that Ms. Dixon is serious about bringing this probation, about fully complying with this court's order of probation. So I'm asking the court to give her an opportunity to come fully into compliance, Your Honor.
What's going on with your drinking, ma'am?
I drink it today.
Say that again.
I said I was drinking 2 days prior to that.
I didn't ask you when you were drinking. I didn't ask you when you were drinking. I'm asking you why you were drinking.
Because I went to an event with my family and it wasn't alcohol, actually. So I don't know how I tested positive.
Let me say this to you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm from the east side of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Let me just take that back and ask you this. What did you drink?
It was some wine, well, Jello shots, I'll say that.
And you feel like that's not alcohol?
No, they put wine in it. I don't know.
And you believe that wine is not alcohol?
Well, it's like probably 2%, not like alcohol, like liquor.
I didn't say don't drink liquor. I never said don't drink liquor. Any alcoholic beverage. Okay. I don't care if it's 0.0% alcohol. If I said don't drink alcohol, then you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol.
Okay. That's understandable.
You knew that before. You knew that when you was dropping Jello shots. Who dropping Jello shots and not thinking this is alcohol, is gonna violate my probation?
That was my like 2 or 3. You know, it wasn't much at all. When everybody.
Let me come downstairs because this is here. I'm getting ready to come downstairs. I need to face you. I'll be down there in a minute.
Okay, no problem.
I know it's no problem. I don't need confirmation, affirmation, or anything like that. Because you on your way behind them gray doors. That's what's getting ready to happen. And if you want to ask somebody while I'm on my way downstairs what's behind them gray doors, they can probably tell you. I'll be down there in a minute.
A few moments later. One.
And part of the problem is you saying stuff like I only had 2 or 3. I came down here to look in the file because I wanted to look and see where in here I wrote no alcohol, but you can have a couple of Jello shots. No alcohol, but you can have a little bit. No alcohol, but you can have some wine if you only have 1 glass. no alcohol, but you can have some if you just have one Jello shot, but you can't have 2 and 3. You're sounding ridiculous. If I said no drinking, no alcohol, no, that means in any shape or form, shots, brownies, cookies. So it's clear to me that you are not understanding that you are on probation for drinking and driving. That you have a problem because you're on probation, but you would still go to a function and drop 2 or 3 Jello shots, but it wasn't that much though. Ain't that much. It's just 2 or 3. And because that's normal to you. See, only a person with a drinking problem, with an alcohol problem, only a person who thinks that it's acceptable for you to overindulge would say it was only 2 or 3. It's only 2 or 3. Because a regular, normal person who is just doing something socially and not engaging in excess, they might have tried to slip up and do 1. Y'all, I'm gonna just toast on this 1 Jello shot because I'm on probation. And hopefully this amount of alcohol that's in this 1 Jello shot won't show up in my urine stream, although it will. You are already on your last leg. This is already grace and mercy in full effect. But I don't think you're serious. I think you think I'm playing. So I came downstairs so I could look you in your eyes when I send you behind that gray door. Let you go over to the jail and see if they passing out Jello shots. Let you go over to the jail and see if you can go to your family function. Let you go over there to the jail and see if you're going to be engaging in any celebrations. Because you're already operating under grace and mercy. So who goes and have Jello shots when they're operating under grace and mercy? And then have the audacity to say to the court, well, it ain't no real alcohol, it's just about 5%. Are you serious? Yes, you're serious. And the reason you're serious is because you got a drinking problem. The reason that you're serious and that you would dare say that to the judge who has you under sentence for drinking and driving is because you have a problem. So I need to see how long you've been on probation because I'm getting ready to send you to drug treatment court. So you won't go to jail. Because the only place that I'm going to send you is the Wayne County Jail. Miss Jello shots. Houston. And I'm still contemplating, today being Wednesday, whether I'm going to lock you up until Monday when they come back from Houston. So maybe somebody should tell me why I shouldn't lock you up until Monday, until they come back from Houston. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Your Honor. So again, the court did stress to Ms. Dixon that she had to get with Mr. Bradfield in order to get this probation back on track, or she would be going to jail today. And she did that. I would ask the court to follow what I think is its first mind and conclude that the only reason Ms. Dixon would continue to consume alcohol on this court's probation, this is not her first appearance before this court, but the only reason she would continue to consume alcohol is because she needs some assistance in getting that under control. And I would ask that, I don't know she couldn't get alcohol in the Wayne County Jail.
Well, I don't know that she couldn't either, but it would be difficult. And if if she got caught, them 3 officers that came yesterday for the trial, when your other client didn't show up, they would get her, because one of them was from the jail disciplinary thing, and then the other one, he was helping them with the investigations. But go ahead.
So I don't know if she couldn't get alcohol in the jail, but I think it would be more challenging.
Oh, look, I kept on my camera. Look at my chair just sitting up there.
But I don't think that,
I'm locked in.
I think that, you know, she's had a little bit of an epiphany early this afternoon. And I don't think Ms. Dixon's trying to go to jail. So I think she's gonna be back in court when she's supposed to be back in court. I think she's gonna be back in court without testing positive.
Well,
And it's just, you know, it's not fortunately, it's just not the first time that I've heard my client say that wine or whatever is not alcohol. So I think that Ms. Dixon probably could benefit from the education program, the sobriety program.
all right. Now my chair is. Yeah, she would, because it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that there is a community of people who say silly stuff like malt liquor or wine coolers or whatever else they drinking that's getting them intoxicated, and they feel like it's not alcohol because the name of it is something else. And I want you to know this, Miss Dixon, I want you to cry. I want you to be understanding. Somebody came, I didn't even, I'm getting ready to ask my officer now. Now, I didn't think I was gonna be asking him live while I was live on YouTube, but he's not gonna answer why he let the lady call me a dragon and didn't tell me. There's a lady that I saw at the drug court graduation. And she was so happy and excited that she was graduating from the sobriety court. And so, and then she wanted to tell me the story about how I was probably fussing at her, just like I'm fussing at you right now. And she said when she would come down here to go to the lab to drop, as y'all call it, to give her urine sample. She said every time she would come down here, she would come by my court and say to my officer, he ain't never tell on her. I'm trying to figure out why, but I was gonna ask him in private, but now I'm saying it all on live. She said she would come by my courtroom and say, oh, you still work for the dragon? And I told her, I'll be a dragon every day if it gets you sober. I'll be whatever name you want to call me. Now, I won't answer to it when you call me out in public and you try to get my attention. Because they tell me it's not what they call you that's important, it's what you answer to. That's important. I don't answer to the dragon, but I'll be your dragon and anybody else's dragon if it's gonna get you sober. So I need you to understand that when you were operating that motor vehicle, you not only put your life in danger, but you put everybody's life that was driving on the street and in the same vicinity of you put their life in danger too. And the fact that you have said what you said today lets me know that you do need assistance, that you are not aware of the alcohol that is going into your system. It's like, and I know people be laughing at me because I compare non-drug stuff. But it's the same way when I go in the store and I start shopping and I downloaded this app on my phone that tells me if there's hidden sugars in these things, because I'm trying to severely reduce my sugar intake. And then I'll go up and scan the thing that I don't think has any sugar in it, that I think is so healthy. And then next thing you know, it's telling me it's not approved. And I'm like, what's going on? Y'all don't want me to eat nothing. But the alcohol not hidden in them Jello shots. Otherwise, people wouldn't be eating. Ma'am, is Jello being sold on the shelf of every grocery store? If the people just wanted regular Jello, they would buy the cups that's already in the store, or they would prepare their own Jello in cups and just be eating the Jello. Only reason you down in Jello is because it's alcohol in there. I need you to get a hold of yourself. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put you in jail this weekend, but you are going to come back to this court. I'm gonna give them a day to recuperate from that conference. You're gonna come back to court Tuesday, June. No, Tuesday is the holiday. We're gonna come back to court Wednesday, July the 5th, right in the early 8:30 morning. I'm gonna have you interviewed by sobriety court. Now, let me just tell you up front, sobriety court, they're gonna tell you it's voluntary. That's what they're gonna say, because it's voluntary. Currently, we're trying to get the legislation changed, but right now, it's a voluntary program, like you're supposed to volunteer to go. People who have substance abuse problems, I don't know why they think the people don't necessarily volunteer to go, but we do have a lot of people who volunteer to go. Now, some people volunteer to go because the alternative to going is jail. The alternative to, if they don't go, is jail. Let me tell you this, that's what you're gonna be facing. If you say, no, I don't wanna go to that, then you facing jail. Because I believe you need assistance. And I believe you must need more assistance than we can offer you in this program. So let's see what they say. But I'm telling you this, number one, I'm increasing your urine analysis from once a month to twice a month. I'm increasing the urine analysis once a month, twice a month. And then I don't remember why I've had her come in person, actually, so I don't remember, but if she can't Zoom in, she needs to come in person. Because drug court can talk to her if she Zooms in. And it will be probably in person because we're supposed to have that trial, but we're gonna see how that works out for us. And then if she doesn't go to drug court, sobriety, she's not. I don't know. We'll talk about it Wednesday, and I'll see how we're gonna move after that. Okay?
Can I ask a question?
You may.
Okay, you said Wednesday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I going to be talking to them then, or just only you or both?
No, you're gonna be talking to both. I mean, you're gonna talk to them. I'm gonna have them. If you're in person, they're gonna come get you and take you to their office and talk to you, and then they'll come back and give me a report, and then I'll decide if I'm gonna assign you to the sobriety court. So either way, but you're gonna talk to me. No, you're gonna talk to them first, and then you're gonna talk to me.
Okay, at 8:30.
Yes, at 8:30. Now, if you can't come down here, do you have a problem with Zoom? I don't remember why she had something wrong.
You were saying my background was too light, and that for me to appear in person.
Okay.
That's what.
Well, you can appear on Zoom if you can do it right. I don't remember why or whatever, but if you can do it on Zoom, you can do it on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay? Ms. Dixon, I'm gonna tell you something. You almost kind of look like my sister now that I'm looking at you and I see you in person. And my sister had substance abuse problem. You almost, when I came down, it was a little eerie because you look like my sister. And I'm fussing. The record can reflect, I'm fussing. But it's only for your good, Ms. Dixon. I promise you, it's only for your good. Because I wish somebody would just come and almost slap me down every time they see me with a bag of chips. I might try to fight them back and stuff, but eventually, if they could get me stop buying them Lay's potato chips, even when they on sale at store for cheap, that would help me out tremendously. but I keep on buying them. And so, one day, if I go to the doctor and they say, the Lay's chips killing you, I'll put them down then, I'll be like, okay. But they kind of already said that, but I just keep on eating the chips, silly for no reason. But that's how we need people to snatch us to reality and help us with that tough love. I'm trying to give you a little bit of it. I hope I scared you, that like another man, he was graduating too. He said, Judge, you scared me so much, that's why I was like, no, I'm gonna do this thing. And now he was painting, he's drawing, not painting, these beautiful portraits. Beautiful, they are beautiful, they are beautiful. And he said, in my sobriety, this is what came out. Look at that. That just warmed my heart. So I'm fighting for you. And I want you to fight for you too. And we can fight each other. But if at the end of the day, it ends in your sobriety, the fight was good. We just gonna fight. And then the lady that's in charge of the sobriety court, that's my best friend. We both judges. And she gonna fight with you and for you too. Okay? So, all right. So I'm either gonna see you Wednesday on Zoom or in person, but let's just see. Let's just see what they say, and then we'll take it from there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, no more Jello shots. No more, okay, all right.
Oh, I didn't ask you yesterday.
You're all set. Okay.
I just asked you yesterday.
I didn't pay attention.